There are a few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect clear afternoon. Heck, you can see all the way to Mount Rainier in the distance here at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. This is DJ Reed returning. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
First and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. And his first look is incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Good gain by Chris Carson. Picks up a 1st down, and you just have to love his running style. Talk about a straight-ahead guy, no-nonsense type of a runner. He's averaged 82 yards a game over the last 2 seasons and had 1,230 yards on the ground in 2019.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Flushed out right. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So a glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forget.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. So they start this game just like they won. Opening drive touchdown, a nice run there to finish it off.
Yeah, that's what we call an explosive run because of the distance. And being able to do that, that puts a little uncertainty in the minds of your opponent.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
What a breakout season Raheem Mostert had in 2019, and now he's got a chance to be the lead back for his team. In fact, he spent time in the offseason bulking up, trying to get stronger to absorb the extra hits and be available for more snaps. He wants to be a guy who carries the ball from game 1 all the way through game 16 in the regular season.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball. 21, 21. Here we go. 12, pal. Here we go. Mike 5-4. Yo, I don't want that. Pick up the ball. Hey, one set.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
George Kittle.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Here we go. Black 80. 21, 21. Here we go. 56. Black 56. Good track, good track. Black 56. Black 56. Quarterback, don't get nervous, man.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Here's Reed. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. He'll look to throw right away. This complete to Lockett. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. That catch good for only a couple. These two rivals played 2 of the better games in the NFL a season ago. You remember week 17, it was Dre Greenlaw stopping Jacob Hollister at the 1 to preserve a 26-21 49er win. And that wound up both winning them the NFC West and earning them the #1 seed. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
Chris Carson has proven to be a workhorse for the Seattle Seahawks, and they continue to expand his game. We know that he can run inside and be a bruising type of a player, but he has surprising speed to the perimeter, and they've expanded his game now by throwing it to him out of the backfield. In 2019, in the top 10 in the league in touches and yards from scrimmage.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
The ball carrier.
Carlos Hyde, for the near term at least, going to get 2 chances a year to take on these 49ers, the team that drafted him back in the second round of 2014. Now, he spent 4 years in San Francisco, rushing for close to 3,000 yards with 24 total touchdowns. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. These two teams all tied after one. Now Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
So it's an empty possession there, and you'd have to say it's not like him to come up short on a kick like that.
Yeah, and it's real easy for me to say this, but anything in the 40 to 49-yard range should be pretty automatic for an NFL kicker, especially in terms of at least getting it there. So you're right. That is a surprise that this will come up short.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
First down.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Here we go. Come on.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
Raheem Mostert averaged 5.6 yards per carry last year. That was second in the NFL. So it's safe to say that it paid off that he patterned his work ethic after his hero, Frank Gore, the former 49er. That's a guy who really shows you how to go out and get it done each and every day. Raheem Mostert patterned him and had a breakout season in 2019 with the 49ers.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he will find his receiver, Pettis, for a 49ers touchdown.
Dante Pettis. Touchdown.
Dante Pettis. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Niners 14, Seahawks 7. Robbie Gould to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
But conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
On first down, Wilson, flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
With the handoff to Chris
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4.
Hey, zero. You think you gonna get this? Watch the shit.
From the shotgun, Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is caught, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
2nd and 8.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Mostert, the ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3rd down.
Here we go.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
1st down, 49ers.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Now this throw caught left side. Touchdown, 49ers. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And the 49ers have moved out in front. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And look at this. For the second straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Undercrunch, undercrunch, undercrunch. Rush in, rush in, rush in. 14. Check 43. Check, 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 check.
Here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one because when he breaks out of the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
And the punt kicks out of bounds, and they will spot it right at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Reverse.
There's Garoppolo to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Garoppolo now. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Garoppolo to his tight end Kittle for a Niner first down.
First down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Oh, you got deep?
To throw, it's Garoppolo. He's got this to the rookie from ASU, Brandon Ayuk. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
It's a gain of 20.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
65, 55.
Garoppolo on first down. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this one is right down Broadway. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. Here's Reed returning. And he returns this to the 22.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
That's caught at the 25. And he will finally go out of bounds, but not before he takes it down to the 25. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo. And he's got his man on the out route. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers.
Number 11.
3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Here's Reed. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
DJ Reed on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. It's caught, Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. This is Carson, and he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. They needed a yard. They got it. 1st down.
Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
2nd and 10, it's Wilson again. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
From the 41, Garoppolo looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Out, 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 out. Check, check, check.
Throwing is Wilson. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
At the 25.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Quan Williams. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Hey, defense, let's go. Hey, gun. Watch my four.
Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
9-yard gain.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
A gain of 3 on the play. 1st down, San Francisco.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. That catch good for only a couple.
Complete to Dante Pettis.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Now Wilson. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. So he visits pay dirt for a second time. Unfortunately, they're still down on the big board.
I wonder what's going through his mind right now. Playing hard, making big plays. That wasn't a small run by any stretch of the imagination either. To find the end zone for the second time, yet his team's still down. They need more of that from him and a little help from the defensive guys.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
1-yard gain.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo over the middle. He finds Pettis complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
39-yard gain on the play.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage. Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Complete.
Garoppolo able to find Samuel there for a Niners first down.
Goal at the 4.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 mark. It's out of time. It's out of time. 21.
Here's Mostert. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers.
San Francisco.
Raheem Mostert, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38, Seahawks 21.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll give to Hyde out of the gun. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
At the 37-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. This complete to Lockett. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now Wilson on first down. Being chased out left. His throw incomplete on the keeper.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Steps away to his left. He goes right back to Metcalf, this time complete. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. They go screen pass to Hyde. Pushing through the contact. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Out of bounds.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Philip Dorsett, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
The Seahawks got it. They did. It's Seattle football. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They're in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. Here's Wilson. Flushed out right. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
I got. He's checking. Crash.
Now Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get them home free.
San Francisco.
Let's go, D. 57's the mark. Rock 57. 21. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Now Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Today's final score.
Well, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit. They were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.
So for San Francisco, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they'll return home next week to take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.